Hey everyone, I'm excited to start this new mini series on warming up on the clarinet. For my students, I have this warm-up sheet, and I take students through many aspects of this warm-up sheet. And sometimes I think we just do that in lessons. So I want to sort of discuss the importance of warming up and break down every single item on the sheet. So you can find this sheet on my website. There's a link to it. And this episode is only about letter A. We're going to break it all the way down. Okay, so let's get started. Right. First, we'll start with a low F. I have a great setup. I know my reed's pretty good. Okay, so first I'm going to form my embouchure first, then bring the clarinet to my mouth, not just go right? Form your embouchure first. I think E. I have my bottom lip pulled across my bottom teeth. My corners are pushing in. My top lip is pushing down. I'm bringing my clarinet to my mouth. I know I'm taking in enough of the mouthpiece. I'm going to take a deep breath and play a low F. A deep breath through the corners and play a low F for as long as I can. Okay. I turned bright red. It's funny because you should feel uncomfortable at the end of this note. A lot of students look at letter A and just play and just sort of play through the notes, right? But I want you to even turn off the lights, close your eyes, and listen in depth to your sound. Really listen to your sound. Play louder than you think you need to. Completely fill the room with the most beautiful sound that you can play, all right? Make sure embouchure is perfect, that you're moving really fast air, that it's not wavery at all. Sometimes I hear this, right? Or like a fuzzy, buzzy sound. If you hear that, experiment with your embouchure, push down with your lip, push in with your corners, experiment with your tongue position to get the best ringing, full, hearty sound that you can. Then play that across the range of the instrument, right? So now I'm going to play a C, embouchure, take a deep breath. Etc. for as long as I can until you're uncomfortable. Then you take a breath, right? Then F, and I'm like, okay, I know that this F on measure 3, that's going to sound a little quieter than a lot of the other notes. I know that this register doesn't project as well as the other registers, so I'm going to compensate for that. Again, you should be playing as if you're a clarinetist in a concert hall. You're the soloist, right? So this is a mezzo forte plus a forte type sound. This is not time to back off and be behind your stand in band class, right? Okay, now I'm going to go a little higher. Now I wasn't really thrilled with the beginning of that note. This is also a time to focus on the beginning of the note. So you don't want to hear have a little bit of air or fuzzy sound before the note happens. You want it just be da, immediate sound, right? That was a little more accented than I would have liked. And that was better. I adjusted by pushing my clarinet up against my top teeth, right? So this is the kind of thought and detail that you want to have when you warm up. Okay, now I'm going to play the next F. Now I wasn't thrilled with the beginning. That was a little rough. It's a little bright, so I'm going to push in with my corners. I'm also imagining that the air is coming out of my head, my sound is coming out of my head, and that my sound is right here. It's a little weird, but I think it does help with the sound. I'm going to go even higher. I'm going to go to the next C. This is a great time to practice your voicing. Is your tongue high, right? And if you want, you go even higher. Go to high F. and now feel like I'm ready to go. Now, if I were really practicing, I would have played each of those notes for absolutely as long as I possibly could, but for the sake of, you know, this video and YouTube, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I hope that's been helpful, and I hope you make lots of really great sounds. So here's to your own practicing. Cheers!